8 is called 9 changes. In general, the strategy for employing the military is this. After the general has received his commands from the ruler, united the armies, and assembled the masses, do not encamp on entramping terrain. Unite with your allies on focal terrain. Do not remain on isolated terrain. Make strategic plans for encircled terrain. On fatal terrain, you must do battle. There are roads that are not followed. There are armies that are not attacked. There are fortified cities that are not assaulted. There is terrain for which one does not contend. There are commands from the ruler that are not accepted. One who truly understands the changes in affairs knows only to employ the military. Thus, the general who has penetrating understanding of the advantages of the 9 changes knows how to employ the army. If a general does not have a penetrating understanding of the advantages of the 9 changes, even though he is familiar with the topography, he will not be able to realize the advantages of terrain. One who commands an army but does not know the techniques for the 9 changes, even though he is familiar with the 5 advantages, will not be able to control men. For this reason, the wise must contemplate the intermixture of gain and loss. If they discern advantage in difficult situations, their efforts can be trusted. If they discern harm in prospective advantage, difficulties can be resolved. Accordingly, subjugate the feudal lords of potential harm, labor the feudal lords with numerous affairs, and have feudal lords race after profits. Thus the strategy for employing the army. Do not rely on their not coming, but depend on having the means to await them. Do not rely on their not attacking, but depend on having an unassailable position. Thus, generals have 5 dangerous character traits. One committed to dying can be slain. One committed to living can be captured. One easily angered and hasty to act can be insulted. One obsessed with being scrupulous and untainted can be shamed. One who loves the people can be troubled. Now, these 5 dangerous traits are excesses in a general, potential disaster for employing the army. The army's destruction and the general's death will invariably stem from these 5, so they must be investigated.